Let's be brutally honest. If your job description includes words like data entry, basic reporting, tier 1 support, or routine analysis, you are on borrowed time. Not in 10 years, in 18 months. Goldman Sachs just flagged over 300,000 roles for near-term AI displacement. McKinsey predicts 12 million occupational shifts by 2030. But here's what they don't tell you on the financial news. This isn't about robots taking over. It's about leverage. The people who survive won't be the ones who work harder. They'll be the ones who work differently. And by the end of this video, you'll have an exact 90-day exit plan to pivot from replaceable employee to irreplaceable asset. No fluff, no coding boot camps, just the strategic shift that separates the laid off from the leveraged. Look at the math. You spend 40 hours a week trading time for money. Your employer pays for your output, not your potential. Right now, AI can generate that output in 40 minutes, at 1/10 the cost. I spoke with a mid-level financial analyst in Chicago last month. 7 years of experience, 6-figure salary, got a termination email on a Tuesday. His resume went into an AI screening tool, rejected in 6 seconds. Why? Because his skills were optimized for a workflow that no longer exists. This isn't an isolated incident. It's a structural shift. Traditional career advice tells you to upskill or network harder. That's like bringing a knife to a drone fight. The market doesn't reward effort anymore. It rewards asymmetry. If you're competing on speed, accuracy, or volume, you've already lost. The algorithm doesn't care about your tenure. It only cares about your replacement cost. And right now, your replacement cost is dropping to 0. But here's the good news. AI creates a new class of wealth builders. It democratizes leverage. You just need to know where to point it. You don't need to become a machine learning engineer. You don't need to quit your job tomorrow. You need to install what I call the skill stacking defense framework. It's a 3-layer system that makes you AI-proof, recession-resistant, and income-diversified. I'm going to walk you through the exact 90-day transition roadmap, how to audit your current role, pick the right leverage points, and build an income floor that doesn't depend on a single employer. This isn't theory. It's the same framework I break down in my book, Rich During War, Poor During Peace, for positioning yourself when the economic ground shifts. But you don't need the book to start. You just need to execute what's coming next. Layer 1, AI orchestration. Stop using AI like a search engine. Start using it like a co-pilot. The average worker asks ChatGPT to write an email. The elite operator builds automated workflows. Let's break down the math. If you spend 15 hours a week on reporting, data cleaning, and scheduling, that's 60 hours a month. At $50 an hour, that's $3,000 of your time burned on low-leverage tasks. AI orchestration cuts that to 3 hours. You reclaim 57 hours. What do you do with 57 hours? You don't take on more busy work. You deploy it into high-margin activities. Tools like Make.com, Zapier, and advanced prompt chaining let you build systems that run while you sleep. You're not competing with AI. You're directing it. Quick question. How many hours a week are you wasting on repetitive admin? Drop a number below. I'll reply with a specific automation stack for your role. Layer 2. High-touch client management. AI can draft a contract. It cannot read a room. It cannot negotiate a merger. It cannot build trust when millions are on the line. This is where human premium pricing lives. Look at the data. B2. B sales cycles are lengthening. Decision fatigue is at an all-time high. Companies are desperate for humans who can synthesize AI output into strategic decisions. If you can take raw data, add context, navigate stakeholder politics, and close the deal, you become the bottleneck AI can't bypass. The math is simple. AI handles the 80% grunt work. You own the 20% relationship work that drives 100% of the revenue. That's how you justify a 3 times rate increase. You're not selling hours, you're selling risk reduction. Comment trust if you want the exact positioning script I use to charge premium rates instead of competing on price. Layer 3. Niche authority distribution. This is your insurance policy. Algorithms change, companies downsize. But an audience you own? That's digital real estate. Most people treat content creation like a lottery ticket. They post randomly, chase trends, and quit at video 12. Wrong approach. You need a distribution engine, pick one platform, solve one expensive problem. Document the process, not perform. Document. When you consistently deliver actionable value, you build a reputation asset. That asset compounds, it attracts inbound leads, it creates optionality. Let's look at the numbers. 10,000 targeted followers in a high-value niche like finance, tech, or healthcare can generate $5,000 to $15,000 a month through consulting, digital products, or affiliate partnerships. You don't need a million views. you need 1,000 buyers. And AI accelerates this. It helps you research, script, edit, and repurpose in half the time. But the voice, the judgment, the lived experience, that's 100% you. That's what people pay for. Now, let's make this actionable. You don't overhaul your career overnight. You execute a 90-day pivot. Days 1 through 30. Audit and automate. Track every task you do for 1 week. Categorize them into AI replaceable and human essential. Automate or delegate the replaceable ones. Reclaim 10 hours minimum. Days 31 through 60. Skill stack and test. Pick one high-yield skill from layer 2 or 3. Spend your reclaimed hours learning it, not passively. Build a micro-project. Offer it to 3 people for free in exchange for case studies. Days 61 through 90. Monetize and transition. Package your new skill into a clear offer. Raise your rates. Start pitching inbound. If your current employer values you, negotiate a hybrid role. If not, you now have a runway. You're not jumping without a parachute. You're building a bridge. I know what you're thinking. I don't have time. I have a mortgage. I have kids. I can't risk my paycheck. I hear you. That's exactly why this framework is designed for employed professionals. You're not quitting. You're leveraging. You're using your current salary to fund your exit strategy. That's risk management. In Rich During War, Poor During Peace, I dedicate an entire chapter to this exact sequencing. How to protect your downside while capturing the upside. It's not a motivational speech. It's a tactical playbook. The link is in the description if you want the deep dive. But again, you don't need it to start. You just need to pick one layer and execute for 30 days. Let's recap. The AI shift isn't coming, it's here, but it's not a death sentence. It's a leverage multiplier. Skill Stack 1. AI Orchestration. Automate the grunt work. Reclaim your time. Skill Stack 2. High-touch client management. Own the relationships AI can't replicate. Command premium pricing. Skill Stack 3. Niche authority distribution. Build an audience asset that generates inbound optionality. If you implement just one of these in the next 90 days, you will be ahead of 95% of your peers. The window is closing. The companies that move fast will capture the market. The individuals who move fast will capture their freedom. So here's your move. Pick one layer. Block out 5 hours this week. Start the audit. Drop a comment with which layer you're choosing. I read every single one. And if this video shifted your perspective, hit subscribe. Next week, I'm breaking down why your 401k will fail you and what to do instead. You don't want to miss that math. Your career is your biggest asset. Protect it, leverage it, and I'll see you in the next one.